Well, it's kind of a tense, calm, and behind me, California Highway Patrol is actively pushing people off of the Royce Quad, and this is away from the pro-Palestinian encampment. So they have successfully cleared one part of the grass, and I overheard law enforcement talking about hundreds of reinforcements on the way. There's word that Mayor Karen Bass has been in touch with UCLA, and they have agreed to clear this area, and that includes the encampment off in the distance there. You see, the pro-Palestinian encampment has put up reinforcements. There's plywood, there's ladders, there's all kinds of stuff that they've used to hold off law enforcement. But I overheard law enforcement saying that they are going to clear everyone. Also on the scene here is the LA Sheriff's Department, LAPD, of course, well over 100 officers, and just coming in overnight, just blocks and blocks and blocks of law enforcement vehicles lined up. And here in the Royce Quad, just hundreds of law enforcement officers lined up. So around Royce Quad, you can see there are law enforcement officers in a ring, and they are in a line pushing everyone off. And there's all kinds of chanting going on. The counter-protesters earlier were yelling, "Hamas, go home." And on the other side, in the pro-Palestinian camp, you're hearing the "From the River to the Sea" chant. They're telling LAPD to go home. So this is what's left of the pro-Israel camp. Those protesters, counter-protesters, have cleared the scene as requested by police. And behind me, again, is the pro-Palestinian camp. I tried to ask how many people are in there, and one guy just said, "Just say it's more than 10. So probably hundreds are in there. We don't know yet how many people within the camp have willingly left, but I heard law enforcement, on bullhorns telling people to leave, that they can leave, but we haven't seen anyone leave from behind that encampment, which is quite entrenched at this point. And just a couple of days ago, this wall had not yet been erected, and it is now quite a wall that is now up. I can see California Highway Patrol here trying to clear onlookers, and some of these people are just students who are interested in what's happening. There are quite a few people who do not attend UCLA who are here. But yeah, it's very much a sense, Hannah, that something is about to happen here, that something imminent. You can see the officers have gas masks on. A lot of them have, wads of zip ties on their hips. So I don't know if they're planning to use gas at any moment. So yeah, definitely a sense that something is about to happen here, and that this camp, that they'll be moving in on this camp, that could be imminent, Hannah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the gas masks to see if police officers are anticipating something else to happen. I have to ask, Nancy, the way you're describing the scene, do you feel safe there?
I am feeling okay. I'm trying to stay behind the police line. Obviously, don't have a gas mask, so it shouldn't, if that happens, I'll need to clear. But yes, I'm staying behind the police lines, and I tried to approach the encampment just to get some information about what's going on inside and what the mood is inside, or how many people are inside, or if who I'm talking to is a student. People will just not give up any information. They're from looking from above, it looks to be hundreds of people inside the encampment. Earlier this week, when I was inside, before they put up this wall, there were well over 300 people, but people have come and gone throughout the week, and the size of the crowd has changed, and the dynamics changed here as well, because you had the pro-Israel counter-protest that developed the day after the pro-Palestinian encampment came up. And there was a line, literal line in between the two groups, with a lot of, angry exchanges between the two groups. And as you mentioned, Hannah, things did get tense, a little violent earlier. Police moved in to quell that. And now we are sort of like in a tense calm with a sense that something is going to happen, Hannah.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.